Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Cincinnati's offense will have the opening possession of the game. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Puts it out of the air. At the 45 on its way. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a...
Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drop. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So UCLA's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed...
Turning it on! Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten. defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. There's the pressure. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And now on third down after that last run. Back to throw, it's Baker. It's complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They'll try the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bearcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Going with the ground game left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Baker. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bearcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They send the tight end in motion. Third down play from the gun. Steps away to find some room. Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Cincinnati, 17, UCLA.
He'll bring it out. It's Flores. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. And the Bruins are marching down the field. They're going back to the ground. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Gets it out quickly. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown, Bruins! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Fires left. Quick completion on the out route. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Back to throw. It's Baker. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Marshall. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Offense getting set for first down.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
New set of downs after the completion. Rides the back and leaves it. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Marshall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Flores. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Bruins have this offense rolling. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. He'll throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Bruins are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looking for space. It's Marshall. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Baker. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Arkansas State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 23 to Kennesaw State.
They'll start this drive going to the air.
This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Makes the catch. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Bruins are in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback...
There he goes! Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Release to the back. It's caught. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. Quick spin on the run. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run play action. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Hauls it in. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Bearcats in the hurry-up. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They just keep firing. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Got his man on the right. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Finds his man. It's Dickey. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Cincinnati, 27.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Bearcats want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Baker. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Marshall. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man. Touchdown, Bruins. A great catch and run for 6.
UCLA.
The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
UCLA 35. Cincinnati 27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. To the air, it's Baker. Got it set up on the outside. Runs through a tackle. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, bad news, he didn't get the 1st down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And he's...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Baker. He's going to take off. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain, trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Snap from the gun on third down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Brings into the open. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Fires into the end zone. And he's done it. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
He's looking to throw. He makes the grab for the two, and he ties the game here in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. And he throws that thing just inside the left upright. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute.
Big time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Baker. Gets rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.